Inoki. I can carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets, the coast regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
We got this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with James. And some room to maneuver. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Mike, what we got? What we got? What we got?
The play fake. Now Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got you. I got you, boy.
Throwing. Young. Gonna get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. Touchdown, Titans. Andy Isabella with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Blue draw Corker. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
Shift. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 53. Let's go, D. Mike, 53.
Hey, Haywood. 5.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll look to throw. And And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Got it.
Let's go. Here we go.
80 weapons. Hey, Alpha.
Here we go.
Two.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, high 7. Protein spill. Snap.
On second down now, it's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go now. 60 or.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He's to the 10. It's Hill, complete. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. SOS.
Here's James. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Young. James has got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action. Young. And his throw is incomplete. There was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young on third down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop to throw. Incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Coming to you, coming to you. 53's the mic.
Back to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football.
Dispatch is Jason.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check 9, check 9. Rotate, spell.
On play action, Young. And that'll be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Young. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
5, 2.
Now Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Come on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Nice 57.
Hey, Delta. Get.
Bell. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Check.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This is Bell. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Set 50, play. Hey, Haywood.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Going up top. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. He'll drop to throw. It's Kelce on the grab. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run it with Bell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Quick hitch, complete. It's James. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's James. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, we got Mike 53. Watch the screen.
Young now from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
53. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Yeah. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right here.
Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now here's Young. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Young. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Alpha.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check it. 2 jet bomber. 2 jet bomber. Hey, lock it.
Press down.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd and 9 now. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
I-7. Now.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey, wahoo!
57's Mike. Mike 57. Come on, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
Let's go.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check, go. Check, ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Come on, set. 10 logo. 61, matchbox lights. Go.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The quick slant caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Joker, 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 Joker.
Check.
James. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Alert 3. Alert 3. 22, Jet, over. 22, Jet, over. Jet 25.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike.
Five.
What you got? Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Kill. Turn it up.
Get it.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Bravo.
57's right. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Leo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Man, I got you. 6 guys.
to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Titans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.